NY to LA with it. NY to LA with it. I like getting money, I got time to get it. Target on me, so my car's a tinted. Dancing with the devil, I don't bargain with it. Bobbing in a dash, and the stick is with it. And I hit the 4-5 on the west side. But I'm from the east side, this how we slide. This how we ride, yeah, this how we ride. Going pro, no lead. Make it easy like 1, 2, 3. Go, go, on 3, 2, 1. I fly till you can't see me. Swish, yeah. Ballin', from the first whistle we go all in. And one, call it. Numbers up and never falling. Feel like I hit the lottery, I'm proud of me, yeah. Know a babe proud of me, so I throw pride away. She know I stuck to the plan and I stayed out the way. Now we're spending no money, never touching the bank. Just for me the game and I'ma get it done.
Happy Sunday. What's happening, everybody? It's your boy Yonix once again. 6 p.m. Sunday. Recording the podcast that you know and love. But we all know what it's called. It's Going Full Nerd. What's happening, everybody? Come on, let's fade out this music and let's get to it. Cause I gotta talk. I'm having one of those days. I'm having one of those days. I'm having those feelings right now that I gotta share. I gotta share. But before I share them, we have to do one thing. And one thing that we always start off, and one thing we always do, and that is the shameless plug. Yes, the shameless plug goes a little something like this. And hey, make sure that you're checking out goingfullnerd.com for the latest in press releases and stuff, from comic books to movies to some television. I know there hasn't been a lot of updates, but there ain't been a lot of stuff coming out. Or at least not a lot of stuff they've been sending me to press release. So for all of my PR contacts, stop fucking around. Send me my stuff. Okay, guys, that's enough of that. And then, as always, you can subscribe. You're already watching the live video. So watching the live video, make sure you hit the bell so you can get notified. That's youtube.com/goingfullnerd. And you can check out the podcast on this home, anchor.fm/goingfullnerd, or you can search for Going Full Nerd on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Pandora, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Amazon, or wherever you choose to listen to a podcast. Okay, I think I got the shameless plug out the way. I'm wearing my own merchandise. I got no sponsors. I'm just frustrated right now. I just got a case of the butt, and I'm not talking about that. The movie. I'm not talking about School Days, Spike Lee song doing. But no, I'm not even talking about that. I got a case of the ass. That's what it is. Why? Because I can't stand nerd internet. And I get fed up every so often, and it keeps drawing me back in. Now, I know that a brand new episode of WandaVision dropped, and it was a shocker. I'm not going to talk about it because, like I say, I review every 2 episodes, recap every 2 episodes. So we got to watch next Fridays before I open my mouth about WandaVision and all the cool stuff we learned. Because, I gotta see if the theory completely changes. Gotta see if I'm wrong as we head into that season finale. So it is what it is as far as that's concerned. But let's take a moment. We're going to pause. And we're going to discuss some random topics. We're going to discuss some random topics here. Because the levels of, what's the best way for me to say it? The levels of stupidity in some websites, in some Facebook groups, when it comes to nerdy topics, it shows people have no deductive reasoning skills. People are not truly invested in watching the properties or reading the properties, and they don't want to do constructive research, okay? Or patiently wait for stories to unfold. Okay. I really shouldn't talk about this. I should just go and talk about something else that's hot. But I won't. Okay. I'm going to talk about first things. I am going to talk about something that's new. Something new that dropped. And I hope all of you have seen the Mortal Kombat Red Band trailer. Now, I'm a video game dude too. I play my video games, I do all that. And Mortal Kombat was one of those extremely 1990s things that we all couldn't get enough of, okay? From the techno music, from the dun, 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 dun. Yeah, remember that? Okay. And the fatalities. Finish him. I mean, it's like, yeah, okay, I'm good. I could deal with this. Right? I mean, it was just so cool just to hear, you know, Liu Kang. Finish him. But that was some cool stuff. I was good with that. I was good with it. It's cool. But here's the deal. Here's the deal. I saw this Red Band trailer and it looked good. And I had a couple of lackluster, but they were good for me at the time. Mortal Kombat movies with Mortal Kombat, Mortal Kombat Annihilation. They had the characters. It was a little cartoony, to a point. But this looks like they just said, "Yo, we got some budget money. We got some stuff," because they was doing extra stuff. I mean, I seen the internet. They was talking about Jax bad. They was like, "Yo, that dude that playing Jax looked like Steve Harvey." But when I saw this trailer, the Red Band trailer release, I was like, "Ooh, that's hot. That's pretty darn awesome. I can deal with that." Okay. But the problem I got is, who's this new guy? And nobody knows. It's a new character. I think his name Cole or something like that. And the internet, this is why I hate nerd internet, goes to speculation. Oh, this could be the second Sub-Zero. Or, you know what? Can we just wait until the damn movie releases? I know I like giving theories, but I like giving theories once something has started. They show one Red Band trailer, everybody is like, yo, trying to talk about sequels and stuff. Yo, slow your roll, people. Slow your roll. Didn't we get enough of this with everything else we watch? Is there going to be a sequel? Okay, they could do this in the sequel. Well, let's get through this movie first. All right. I mean, it looked good. Wasn't over the top. No Johnny Cage, though. No Johnny Cage. I'm kind of hurt with that one. I like Johnny Cage. And he's like this Jean-Claude Van Damme of Mortal Kombat. Ain't have that. But anyway, let's get to what we really talking about. Let's get to what we're really talking about. Is I can't stand nerd internet. And people are gonna be like, "Yo, what's wrong with you, Ed?" They call government name. "What's wrong with you, Ed? What's wrong?" Be like, "Yo, I'm pissed off. I'm mad." Tell them why you mad, son. It is what it is. All right. Okay. Here's the deal. Matter of fact, I'm gonna show you how bad they got me upset. Look what I got. I'm looking like Shannon Sharp up in this piece. Skip. Get the Hennessy. Skip. All I need is a Black and Mild. Skip. But yo, check this out. Okay. One thing that set me off, I'm going through Twitter, I'm going through Facebook, and I see outrage. I'm like, Fantastic Four news. I'm like, what Fantastic Four news? What Fantastic Four news? And then they say Jennifer Lawrence is being talked to play Sue Storm, the Invisible Woman. I do like this. And I'm like, didn't Marvel say we are not messing with the Fantastic Four or the X-Men any damn time soon? Did they say that? Didn't they say that? I could have swore they said that. It was all in the thing. But no. internet nerds. That's how they are. I mean, I'm an internet nerd, but I don't take it that far, do I? Hope I don't. Do I? But, it is what it is. Now, here's the thing. Here's the thing. You got people who can't stand Jennifer Lawrence. They say she messed up Mystique in the Fox movies. You know what? I could care less. Because here goes the thing. Be glad you will get a different take on the Fantastic Four. Be glad you're going to get something written by the writers and producers of the most successful superhero films in the past, 20 years? I'm sorry. Okay? I'm sorry. Let's take that. Yes, we also had another internet rumor talking about this dude as light-skinned as me replacing and playing T'Challa. I'm like, please. I'm pecan tan. T'Challa is supposed to be the chocolate brother. I'm like, come on, man. At least attempt to get someone that can, I'm not going to say don't, I mean, obviously you got to get somebody that can act as well as Chad Boseman. But do me a favor, get somebody at least the complexion of Chadwick Boseman, at least try to make it look like you had an attempt. Don't pull a War Machine on me because you had Terrence Howard, man, and you replaced him with Don Cheadle. I don't think the two of them resemble much, but that was so early in it. You could do that and have Don Cheadle go get over it. You know what I'm saying? You can't do that with a main character that in their debut film for the character pulled over $1 billion. I'm just putting it out there. Okay? Just putting it out there. But that's it. I'm just putting that there. That's one thing. Okay? Then I'm going to say what gets me, or what got me all wrapped up about it is I'm a member of a few Facebook groups. And I'm going to talk about these Facebook groups right now. Because these Facebook groups, they gotta be bots, or they gotta be groups that are that just in it to collect people's info. And I think I might have to quit some of these. Because I'm looking at some of these. There's one group on Facebook, Marvel Cinematic Universe. I see some of the dumbest posts coming out of that Facebook group on my timeline. And then I said, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to grace these individuals with a link to one of my episodes of the WandaVision Theories Change. Okay? And I put it in there. Do you know, I don't know who moderates it, but they're assholes. Okay? They will not approve one of my posts to be posted. And I'm cool with that. I get it. It's your group. You do it. But but the stuff they do post shows no research. Nothing. Okay? They post stuff from websites, and let's talk about some of these websites that are straight doo-doo, okay? Cosmic book news. You got some suspect stuff coming out of superherohype.com. You got some suspect stuff coming out of WeGotItCovered.com. I don't care. Don't none of them sponsor me. Don't none of them pay my bills. I will say they are a bunch of hacks. I even doubt that any of them have read or actually read comics. I'm just putting it out there. Let me take a couple of sips. You know? And you know, it is what it is. I'm not threatening. I'm not saying anything like that, but it's a wonder why you could get so many crazy questions or so many ridiculous ideas about different superhero stuff. You know, it's almost as bad as who can beat who. Let's see. Is the Flash faster than Spectrum Photon, Black female Captain Marvel, whatever you like. Who cares? It depends on who writes it. That's the honest answer. That's the truth. But then you get some. They go through all these little. Well, because they did this. Well, okay, that book was written in the 70s. This book was written in 2000. But they don't. Come on. It all depends on who writes it. Spider-Man is a different character today than what he was in 1965. Okay? You could look at certain things and say people thought about it over time. Maybe they fleshed it out. Maybe they did. It is what it is. I'm looking in the comments, and I see people talking about, hey, let's put Goku against Thanos. That's right. Like, what are you thinking? What are you doing? But I'm going to tell you what really set me off, completely set me off. Two things actually really completely set me off. That was just one of them. But it may have been three things that completely set me off. But here's the thing. Yeah, and here's the thing. Is the biggest argument. What's connected in the Marvel Cinematic Universe and what's not? This is canon while this is not canon. Let's explain. I've done some research. I've gone through official stuff from reputable areas, not just Wikipedia. Okay, I went to Marvel. I went to certain news clips. I went and checked a lot of stuff. Okay, now let's go ahead and say this. Let's talk about canon and non-canon. What is the Marvel Cinematic Universe? Okay. The Marvel Cinematic Universe is anything created or made by Marvel Studios. Now, you're going to get people arguing. You're going to get people fussing. Well, the stuff on television and the stuff on Netflix was not canon, and only the movies, and then this ain't canon, and that. Okay, let me clear this up. I don't care what you thought Kevin Feige said. I don't care what arguments the Whedons had with Feige and Marvel Studios merging and Disney buying all of this stuff. Let's get here. Okay? Let's do this. Everything that has a Marvel Studios banner is canon. Because this is important when we get to my WandaVision theory on next week's podcast. Okay? Next week's podcast episode, when I talk about this week's episode and next week's episode of WandaVision, what I'm telling you now is going to be very, 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 very important. Here goes what I'm saying. So, anything made by Fox prior to the Disney purchase. I'm not talking about stuff released after the Disney purchase at this point, because we all know New Mutants was released. It was made by Fox. Fox kicked the can down the road till they sold it and sold all the properties to Disney. Okay? So let's get this right. Anything made by Fox, meaning X-Men, Deadpool, Logan, Wolverine, Origins, all of that. Fantastic Four, all the Fantastic Four movies that have already been out, none of that is Marvel Studios. None of that is Marvel Cinematic Universe. All right? Let's go to this. Anything made by Sony prior to Spider-Man Homecoming and Captain America Civil War. Anything made by Sony, unless it was specifically said, Venom, not canon. They could probably make it canon, but as of this moment, it's not. Okay? Morbius could be, but it's not. Okay? Amazing Spider-Man, Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, none of that canon. Care what rumors you heard, what you see, what it is. Let it go, folks. It wasn't made by Marvel Studios unless it was containing a Spider-Man character, unless it was Captain America Civil War, Spider-Man Homecoming, Spider-Man Far From Home, or this Spider-Man Homeless, or whatever you want to call it, that's getting ready to come out that they're filming right now. Just putting that out there. All right. Everything else is connected. And people are going to be like, no, it ain't. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is not connected. And I'm going to look at you and say, you a damn lie. Okay? I'm going to say it. And the reason why I'm going to say it is because we had that great episode, I think it was like in the first or second season, called Turn, 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 that coincided with Captain America, the Winter Soldier in the movies. Now, people say, well, that was the last time they connected. After that, it was a divergent timeline. Everything went good. They went into space. They went forward in time. They went back in time. They started doing the Inky Shuffle through time. And I said, but hold on. Remember, when before they started doing all that time travel, space hopping, dibbity hop, 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 you had old boy playing Graviton. And he made a statement. And the statement he made was, I've got to get back to Earth to help the Avengers because he heard about Thanos coming. And that was the last time they actually mentioned anything from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. on television to the movies. But that's cool. Then they diverted into an alternate reality, alternate timeline, which now that we have had Endgame works out. Next. Let's jiggle this. Take a sip. Mm-hmm. Pinky's out. Now, let's go into the Netflix shows. People are like, oh, Netflix shows, they're not canon. They're not canon. Yes, they are. Why? Because Luke Cage referenced the Incredible Hulk movie, The Battle of Harlem. Okay? The Battle of Harlem, where the Abomination and the Hulk played not by Mark Ruffalo, okay, but played by Ed Norton. All right? You know, before they had their falling out and they switched it up and like, yo, like, different looking guy, you know. That's why I'm still tripping. They can't recast Black Panther, whatever. I know he did a great job, but goddamn. But, so, let's go on. Let's continue on. So we know that Luke Cage is connected to Iron Fist, Defenders, Jessica Jones, Punisher. All of that's connected. So that means that's connected to the MCU. Man, just because you don't see comic books for years would ignore something that happens in one comic book for another. How many times has Galactus popped his happy ass in a comic book in the middle of Manhattan and the X-Men, the Avengers, Spider-Man, Doctor Strange, Daredevil did not show up? It was only the Fantastic Four showing up. You can't tell me that they weren't that busy. You know, Spider-Man and Doc Ock arm wrestling. I ain't got time to go, hey, Galactus just plopped his ass on top of the Baxter building. I'm not going to go over there and help. You know, you see what I'm saying? I'm just putting it out there. Just putting it out there, you know. All right. So everything else is connected. Let's talk Hellstrom. I know my boy Omar watched Hellstrom. I never finished watching the series. I'm bad. But Hellstrom's not connected. It's not, it's fringe connected. Okay? They didn't make any mentions of any of the bigger, larger events, but the companies exist. Roxxon, they exist. Okay? Those things like that. Same with Runaways. Same with Cloak and Dagger. Fringe shows. Okay? Let's keep it real. Just because it's coming on Disney Plus now doesn't mean that those are the only television shows that are canon. Okay? Inhumans, as bad as it was to the masses, it's canon. It happened. You can't unsee it. It's on Disney Plus. You can't unsee it, folks. It happened in the Marvel Universe. Now, did it happen in the alternate reality or did it happen in the main reality? That is something to be decided. Okay? And the main reality for the Marvel Cinematic Universe obviously is the one where Thanos went through with the snap. But that's, hey, we got Multiverse of Madness. He already said he saw 14 million different turnouts. And those 14 million different turnouts actually happened in those universes. Okay, let's work it out. All right now. All right now. Okay, I hope y'all got that. Hope y'all got that. And the other part that just really got me worked up, that got your boy upset, is streaming culture. Pretty much, it's one of the reasons why I'm not talking about WandaVision this week, but it's also one of the reasons that got me just fed up with nerd culture on the internet. Okay, why? Because I'm gonna put it out there. Because. And I remember growing up, and a lot of you can remember this, we used to have to wait week to week to know what happens on the show. I remember sitting down in school and we would talk so much about a show that happened. And then we would have all week to talk about it. We couldn't rewatch it. We had to wait till summer for reruns and stuff like that. I'm dating myself. Take a sip. I used to watch Battlestar Galactica. Okay? Battlestar Galactica once a week, yo. Sit in front of the TV. What happened to Starbuck? What happened to Apollo? Yes. And each week, and then it would get preempted by news. It would get preempted by sports or whatever was showing. And we just had to deal with it. Yet people are on the internet now freaking out, pissed off, mad at the world, fuming because they can't watch all 9 episodes of WandaVision in one sitting. Okay? Enjoy this. This is I understand. That's the mentality. We all want it now. You're not gonna get it now. That's why I make y'all wait a week every time for your boy Onyx. I got jokes. But it is what it is. Okay? People stop watching network television. They like streaming because they can binge watch. They can watch everything all at once. And that's understandable. And if you don't want to see spoilers, keep your ass off the internet. That's because it's going to happen. I literally finished watching this week's episode of WandaVision at 7:30 in the morning. I started at 7 thereof when I woke up Friday and watched it and was done by about 7:30, got ready for work. Okay? Here's the hilarious part. Spoilers were on the internet just that fast. Wow. Let me say it again. Wow. So here's the thing. Maybe I don't want to know what's at the end of the rainbow. Maybe I like being able to do these theories with everybody every week. Maybe everybody likes to do that, but you got to give people a chance to watch it so they can do that and get that water cooler talk. Man, these young cats. I'm gonna be that old man on the internet right now. I'm gonna be that guy. Spoilers don't bother me. They don't. But I know it bothers some. So it is what it is. This is a Hennessy-induced rant. I'm just letting you know. And I think I'm just mad at the world because, as you can see, I got my headset and I got the cool, nice. It's the Ice White Razer Kraken X, and I know why they call it Razer Kraken X because these sorry suckers started to crack. Look at that. Your boy holding them together by tape. It sucks, but that's okay. So I said to myself, you know what? I'm going to splurge. I'm going to order myself. I'm going to go to Best Buy. I'm going to use some gift certificates. I'm going to order myself a nice brand new thing, nice metal headphones, great sound quality, wireless, so you don't see me choking myself. All sorts of cool stuff. And I get next day shipping. Yeah, I'm going to get that sucker and I'm going to debut them on the podcast and I'm going to drop it. And then next thing you know, it's like, well, damn. Weather delays, snow. Okay, groundhog. He did say 6 more weeks of winter. You know, can't argue with the little dude. And then I said, you know what? Okay, I got this. I got this. I'm going to go ahead and do it. And so I get a thing. It says it's going to be delayed. I was like, okay, I'll get him Saturday. It's all cool. So it got delayed. It didn't get sent. And then I said, okay, I got the tracking, FedEx tracking. It started popping up. It's like, okay. It was only 45 minutes from the house. I could actually went and picked it up. Oh my Lord. Went dark. They tried to get me. I could have, I could have picked it up from the store. I could have drove all the way to the store where they were located. But nah, I said they free shipping. Hey, why not? So they shipped it. It's supposed to be here the next day. Wasn't here the next day. Figure I get it on Saturday. Didn't get here Saturday. Matter of fact, they sent it away, further away from my house, to send it back to the place where they shipped it from. So it went from the store to the FedEx place, from the FedEx place to the airport, then from the airport back to the same FedEx place it went to, and then I'm supposed to get it sometime tomorrow. Hopefully that's if the snow that's in the forecast doesn't delay stuff again. So I don't know. Hopefully the sound quality is good. We do what we do. But here's the thing. We're not talking WandaVision this week, folks. It's not going to happen. You get it next week because we got to see that next episode. That next episode is going to flesh it all out. Flesh it all out. No spoilers. Leave y'all alone. Because I got to get the theory right. I got to look at the other episode. I got to look at my other reviews, other theories, so I can give y'all a running tally on what I was right on and what I was wrong on. We're going to get that going. But anyway, that's that. I'm sorry. I had to get y'all in on the rant. I just wanted y'all to hear me. I just got to do it. I just got to do it. I'm not going to talk about it. I don't get Stephanie. I don't care. Yeah, I know you. I'm not going to say nothing. Ron, I'm not going to say nothing. Omar, Locust, Red, I'm not going to say nothing. I'm not discussing WandaVision. I'm not saying nothing. Not this week. Because I've dug real deep and I found some stuff that I know you guys did not see. And I know y'all didn't see it because I almost missed out. I watched it twice. I'm going to watch it a third time to make sure. Y'all see the superficial stuff, but I can't wait to break more internet hearts because a lot of stuff they think that's going to happen, it ain't going to happen. So what I want everybody to do, go to my Twitter account, use the hashtag going full nerd, and I want you to tell me things you think are going to happen so we could talk about it next week in conjunction with Theories Change Level 3 when it comes to WandaVision before we have our last episode of WandaVision, the season finale talk the week after. Okay? Just putting it out there. All right, everybody. This is what we're going to do. I'm going to finish this drink. Drowning my sorrows. I lost so many games in Madden today. I'm upset. Got beat by some bums. Some bums. Bums. Anyway, it's all good, folks. Hey, thanks for the love on the shirt. You know you can purchase one of these. I'll make sure to put the link. I know my man Thomas usually gets on. He bought one. Hey, part of the proceeds I do donate to charity other than myself. But anyway, I've got one last thing to share with each of you. And the last thing I'm going to go ahead and share is this. And it's not about me being the mad guy, not me arguing and being the angry nerd this week. But I like to still thank everybody for all the help y'all gave me last year with the donations and everything when it comes for the Extra Life Children's National Medical Center. I raised enough money and I have earned, let's go ahead and take this off. I got to share. We're going to share this, okay? We're going to share this. Hold on now. Not one. Not two. But I hope this sound's coming through. Hope y'all can hear me. I have earned my third gold medal. And when I say earn mine, I've earned it for all of us because I can't do it alone. Thanks a lot, everybody. You helped out Children's National Medical Center in Washington, D.C. I'll be doing it again this year. Hopefully, we could get gold medal number 4. But, yo, Going Full Nerd loves the kids. We get it going on. But, hey, thanks, everybody, for all the help that you gave me with that. And I'm also recruiting for this year's fundraiser team members. And you can pick a Children's National Medical Center related hospital, Children's Miracle Network hospital, close to your area. Okay, so if you want to join up, please send me a note. I'll send you the information and you could be part of Team Going Full Nerd. If you are a part of Team Going Full Nerd and we do raise a certain amount of money, I think I might have to come out of my pocket and help some stuff. But that I just kind of show you. These mean we exceeded $1,000 in donations for 2018, 2019, and 2020. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right, everybody. I'm going to hit that funky outro music, and I'm going to let y'all go because it's hot in here. I don't know if it's the Hennessy or if it's just because it's hot in my house. Just hot. My wife be turning up the heat. Be like, feels like Agnes's basement up in here. No teasers. Anyway, hey, peace, y'all, and I'm out of here. So let's hit that song. Boom. Hey, I'm sorry about things going black every so often.
I'm still fly, I know.
Hey, sometimes I gotta figure out how to get this camera thing to stop going black after a certain amount of time. But I start getting on a roll, and it is what it is. But thanks, everybody. Thanks for letting me rant and rave. So hopefully we'll be able to do some real cool things over the next couple of weeks. WandaVision next week, we're going to talk about it, get that theory. And we're going to start getting those theories about other superhero things. Because, we got a 4-hour Justice League coming up, and we got to get prepared for that, boy. Cheers.